Hey guys, as you've probably noticed, we've had to have a change of location because the camera that I normally use is unfortunately running on delay, which has been really annoying, but yeah, so I have to film this on my iPhone, so I'm sorry if it gets a bit shaky. I'm just making do with the technology that is working at the moment. Anyway, enough rambling. Before I begin the topic though, I want to clarify it's not my birthday, so please don't wish me happy birthday in the comments or anything, even though I would love it if it was. It'd be inaccurate. Yeah, so this week's topic here on Ace Ideas is asexual stereotypes, and each and every one of us vloggers is going to be taking our own individual stereotype to pull apart and dissect, I guess, and show why they're not really relevant to people living under this label, people who are like us. Yay! So yeah, go check out all the videos for this week because I'm sure everyone will have some really interesting things to say. My topic, I suppose, my stereotype is, well, the idea that, well, I get thrown a lot, and I get hurt by quite a bit. The fact that people have said to me, "You're not asexual, you're just a late bloomer." Which I think is kind of fallacious in a number of ways, but it has hurt me a lot. Especially, in regards to people seeming to think that because I'm younger especially, which is why I've got this happy birthday mask, that because I'm younger, and there's likelihood that I'm just a bit slower to develop, that, and there's a chance of me changing in terms of my sexuality, that I can't identify as who I am at the moment, which I think is ridiculous, because why should I be scared of who I am at the moment because of the possibility of change? I mean, we're human, we change all the time. Like, I remember when I was younger, I used to hate eating nuts, because, I don't know why. I'm not gonna attempt to justify it, but now I love them! They're so yummy! Because people change, we're human beings, we grow, we develop, and if one day I wake up and I'm no longer asexual, so be it. But why can't I identify this way now, while I am? Why do I have to, hide my nature? Because, yeah, that's all I am. I'm just putting a label on something that's there. I mean, I could just say, I have brown hair. I could pretend it wasn't brown and, just call it hair. But it would essentially be exactly the same thing. It wouldn't be any less brown, it would just be called brownless, And, if I try to convince myself that my hair's going to turn blonde if I don't call it brown, and it never does, I will probably end up hurting myself. And, that's not a good thing to do. The people in our community who end up feeling broken, it's probably because they expected themselves to be different. They expected to follow the heteronormative, model. They didn't think any other way, probably. This is just a guess. I'm not saying everyone's like that at all. But yeah, there's no one way of being, and being different isn't wrong. So why should we hide it in the fear that, maybe I'm not different, but maybe I am. I don't know. So I'll just pretend I'm going to be the same as everyone else in the future because there's a slight possibility that I might. I don't understand that at all. And people who are in their 40s don't cop this stereotype as much because, yes, there's a lot less chance that they're blooming late. They usually get all the other stereotypes that people will be covering this week. But yeah. I'm saying way too much. I don't like this at all. I would normally edit all this out, but I can't do any editing because this is on my phone. You know, and another thing that's kind of important to think about is, you know, that sexuality is fluid for a lot of people. And yes, people do change all the time. But that doesn't make a person any less the way they are at that moment. Doesn't invalidate a person's feelings, a person's thoughts, a person's existence at that moment because of what they were or because of what they will become. Because no one... You know, I used to be the most annoying kid. Like, if I had to hang around with younger me now, I'd probably punch younger me in the face. Because I just had some of the most ridiculous opinions. And, you know, I've seen in myself, I've changed drastically over the past few months. So to expect myself not to change is ridiculous. And I will change, but this isn't necessarily a part of me that's going to change. And if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. What the important thing to take from this is to be who you are at the time and not to dwell on things past or things that might be, but just be content with who you are, which is what I think is the most important thing of them all, of everything, you know, because we're all different. And that's the beauty of people, is that everyone is different and there's no one that's exactly the same. And trying to make yourself think that you'll turn out to be the same as the majority when you're not at the moment may be just wishful thinking, and it may end up getting you hurt. So there's no harm in believing that you are the way you are and taking it as it comes. And that's what I believe in. I am asexual at the moment. And it's likely I'll be that way forever. It's also likely I'll change. But at the moment, I don't know what life's going to throw at me. And I just have to go with what's given to me. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to my ramblings. I hope it made kind of some sense, because I can't really edit out the bits that don't like I would normally. But yeah, have an extremely awesome week, and I'll see you in a fortnight. Bye!